Hello there, all beautiful, amazing people. Welcome to the channel The Wounded Healer. My name is Andreas. Today I will be talking a bit about my experience while I took magic mushrooms, psilocybin, and why I did that. I've done that a couple of times, a few times. Was that I just had this hunch, this feeling, this knowing that the only way to um, to get healed from that complex PTSD was mushrooms. And as it turned out, I was right about that. Yes, so today I will be talking about that time when I had the meeting with God, Source, Universe, the Divine, whatever you want to call it. It's the same, even though there are different religions that sometimes even makes war about it. That is weird because it's the same. It's the same. But anyways, never mind. So I'm just gonna read out from my black book here about this experience with God, where He showed me death, or the afterlife, as I prefer to call it, because death is not death. But yeah, we'll see when I will just start reading here what I have written, and then I will just add some commentaries or some notes in the end here. So, chapter 4, Death. Conversations with creation, the divine, universe, God, or whatever you want to call it. I must have skipped a few chapters. The secret between me and the universe is out in the open now. I carry a death wish. That is why I only have seen death skulls in my visions. I have subconsciously asked the creation to suffocate me in my sleep, and the creation has obliged me, partly. I ask now the creation to suffocate me. It does so, but not entirely. I ask that when I die, I want to be in an infinite pool of love, an abundance of love. I cry my own infinity pool out of love, like a big ocean of love. I get shown death, life after death. Never have I seen such love, such calm, acceptance, such peace. If I was to try to describe it, it's like the first kiss that is perfect as well, and times 1,000, that is the experience. It is an abundance of love. The creation is love. I quit breathing, and it is so amazingly beautiful that the tears are constant running. I ask God to please stay there in that love. Life is so hard on earth. It is so tough. When I choose my mission on earth, I'm so pumped to fix everything, to make this life, to be able to do this life. But when I am there, I forgot how heartless and how hard life is here. I apologize for my failure to God. God, or creation, explains that I have not failed. The plan all along was to make my child. God takes away the warmth and the light, and I ask to please stay, be allowed to stay in it. I am allowed for a moment more. The light is always there. He explains that you can take, if you have a small amount of light, like one of the lights coming down here in this painting, in this picture here. If it's only one light, you can get that small amount of light and make it grow stronger and stronger until it warms all of your body, a warmth of love. You have to make an effort to reach the light. I say that I cannot anymore make an effort. God, merciless, takes away the light again. I tell him off for it. After all, we have been given free will, and I have the possibility to do so. God answers again with more love and warmth. It is always there. God shows me He created life. On earth, there is kisses. It is not though in that world of warmth and love. There is not either the possibility of watching my child grow up, or to see the leaves dancing in a whirlpool of wind, or a kid swinging in the swing. But I got an extremely small lust for life, and I don't see how it could get better right now. I wish that the humans weren't so hard, so harsh. It is tough to live here. So yeah, this is experience that I had in the words that I have written here in my own book. There was also, I remember now that I was laying in my bed and I just, there was water on the floor, and that kept rising, and it rose all the way to the top of the roof, and that was also while I couldn't catch my breath, but it was like God was showing me, yes, I can suffocate you, I can take you up to the afterlife, or the it's just it's just a between station, so to say, to the next life. But this is the journey that is actually home. So that is where you make up the plans for the next life, is how I conceive it. So yeah, but he showed that he can suffocate me and take me to that afterlife, if that is what I really wanted to. But on the same time, he didn't quite give me the choice, because I really wanted to go there at that point. But it's like, no, you're not done here. So it's I see similarities to those having a near-death experience, but this was not a near-death experience. Well, it was more of maybe an ego or ego death, or showing me afterlife, that there is, or showing me that there is that love is the strongest force in the universe. So don't do that mistake, or don't get that wrong. When there is a lot of hate around, that is nothing to the force of love. That is what it's all about. So yeah. So I made some notes here, and that was a while ago. Maybe I will add some notes from where I am now in the situation. But yeah, it's totally, I'll just read it upside down here and we'll see. It's impossible with the word to explain the enormous love in creation. It simply cannot be done. No imagination can explain this. And yes, so I am Swedish, but when I'm talking to the creation here, he or she, or it's just God. I just refer him to him. He talks Norwegian. So why? Well, he says it just sounds more fun. So God has humor. When I meet him, I think he's different to any person that he speaks to. But in my case, he has humor, and I think God was the one to invent humor, actually. So that is why I urge people not to take religion too serious. Even God has humor. It's not life isn't meant to be that serious, and humor certainly makes everything easier and more funny. So yeah, I also speak Norwegian. I'm half Norwegian, so I can't speak Norwegian excellent maybe, but good enough to have a conversation with God in Norwegian. So yeah, it's everything is more fun. Sounds a bit more funny on Norwegian, I think. Not to diss any Norwegian people though. I love them too. It is my heritage. So everything in the universe is, when I am there, it is all the different colors, and everything is like, if I remember correctly, it's like a big circle, and there, for me, when I see it in this circle all around, it is a language, and it is weird because I know that I can I know this language, but I have forgotten how to interpret the language. So it's weird for me. It looks a bit like the hieroglyphs, like the Egyptian, but not quite either. So yeah, and it doesn't bug me, but I'm a bit let down that I can't read it right now. It's right there, and I can't understand it in this human shape. So yeah, everything is pattern, and on a language, it's a language of the universe. I have seen it before in a vision above my uh, my sleeping room door. So I cannot anymore understand the language, but I know it. Actually know it. So God shows me that He always sees me, and at this point, I can see Him. Then I have left the universe, and I look at the clouds outside my window, and I see Him in the clouds there, like a dude with a beard and just a classic old man in the cloud thing, like typical. How do you say, like premonition, like anyways. So yeah, and I tell him, like, what are you looking at, old man? And then he just looks at me, and I'm like, yes, I know, love and warmth. Like, yes, I get the lesson, but I was really in that kind of mood and that state at that time. I denied it to myself, but yes, I had a death wish, and I sometimes I could catch myself just looking at the barn and figuring that it would be nice to put up a rope there and a little bit. Yeah, so that was my state at this time. Anyway, so I have written here at the time then being that yes, I have to stay here on earth and trample on in the swamp that is earth, and in the mud out of this time against my will. So yes, reflecting on this, it showed, it turned out the lesson on death, or the visit in death in afterlife, was more of an lesson about life, when it took a week for the lesson to settle. But yeah, it's given me a different appreciation for life. Like, even though, well, first of all, it's just it's a journey. It's like a vacation trip. I put it like I say that it's like I try to explain like it's a vacation trip. So maybe not the 5-star hotel all the time, but in the afterlife, it is. It is. I mean, the love is just. It's amazing, and the love and the peace, the tranquility, and just I understand why I got homesick. I say like it's no wonder you get homesick. You are really longing for that unconditional, unbelievably strong love as a constant way of being, and also just peace and tranquility. So I get that. It's no wonder that you long for it. But also, even how amazing that is, what we have here on earth is something that is also super amazing, and that is life. You don't have life there, and life is just such a wonder. Like, how did it come to be life? So yeah. Yeah, so basically giving me a whole different appreciation for what is life, and also you can transform to well, I guess a lesson is that you should try to have that warmth and that love and that light here on earth. You should bring it here on earth. It's like a school here on earth. Earth is a school, so we do a lot of lives here on earth, many lives, until we learn what we needed to learn, and in the afterlife, every time we do we actually ourselves, and probably with others, but we do most of the job to figuring out what do we need to learn in this life. So we have already made the blueprint for what we need to learn here, and actually Earth is one of the toughest place to get to go to school to. That is the toughest, but when you go to a tough school, also you learn much and you learn pretty fast. So, but yeah, so we should aim to raise the frequencies here on Earth, and when I say that, we should go towards love and peace and tranquility, and realizing that we are all one. So yeah, so all the killing, and we have to evolve past that, as because we just do harm to ourselves. Yes, so I'm thinking, I'm wondering if there is something that I have forgotten. But I got the significant part, I guess. It's yeah, that was also an important thing about this journey here, or how to say, this psilocybin was about self-love. I learned I learned a lot about self-love in that when I started like I just felt this warmth and this love, and the tears were really dripping, and just like a small a little puddle, or how to say it, and that grew up to a full ocean of self-love, of tears of self-love. So it was enormously, I have not been very good at that part, and it's amazing how you can get that lesson in like, I don't know what the time frame is here, but the whole experience is like 5 hours maybe, but this self-love was maybe 20 minutes or so. So it's amazing how fast you can learn. So yeah, I call magic mushroom as a medicine, the gods medicine, and how it can be that wise and knowing what you need, and how it can have how the mushrooms have their conscience, and bring that over to you. Like mushrooms is millions and millions years old, so that is mind-blowing, but that is another topic, so we'll just round it up for here. Thank you for watching, and and please subscribe if you find the content interesting. There is new stuff coming up, so yeah, thank you for watching again, and unconditional abundance, amount of love for you and everyone. Bye bye.